Hello there, I am Dr. Okolugbo. You're welcome to my YouTube channel where we'll be solving problems relating to business mathematics, business statistics, analysis for business decision, as well as other related topics. I want to encourage you as you go through these videos with me, you have your paper, your pen, and your calculator to solve these problems with me. Also, please do like, share, and subscribe so that you can receive notifications for upcoming videos that we'll be uploading. Thank you. Hello, thank you for joining me once again on my channel. We're continuing our series on differential calculus, and we're going to look at one more rule on determining derivative. And what we're going to be looking at today is the product rule. Product rule refers to where you have two functions that are being multiplied. How do you find the derivative of such function? Let's look at what we have. So rule number 5, rule 5 is the product rule. And the product rule states that the derivative of two functions, let's say we have y is equal to u times v. We have y is equal to u times v. This u represented by a function and v is another function. The derivative of this dy dx is going to be that we're going to pick the second function multiplied by the derivative of the first function plus the first function multiplied by the derivative of the second function, so that our answer actually will be v times du dx plus u times dv dx. What does this mean? It means that we're picking the second function multiplied by the derivative of the first function plus the first function u multiplied by the derivative of the second function. That's what we have. This is what we use to represent the product rule. Let's look at an example very quickly. What I usually tell my students to do, that where you have to deal with something like this, you have u and then multiply by v. Now what you do, find the derivative of the u, the v, right? And then plus, you find the derivative of the v dx, du dx and dv dx. So now what you now do will be cross multiply. So you cross multiply by bringing this here, this one here, and then you also bring this one to this side, so that what you are going to have at the end of the day will be what we have here. So if you have this multiplied by this, you find the derivative of this one and the derivative of the second one, then you cross multiply, so that in the end you are going to have v, which is the second function, multiplied by the derivative of the first function plus u times the derivative of the second function. This is the answer. This is what we have, dx, dy, dx. This is how to determine example of the product. So let's look at some examples here. I'm going to look at example 1. Example 1, please follow me. Example 1 says that y is equal to 3x raised to the power 2 times 2x plus 3. So this is an example that we have. This is a case of product because this is being multiplied by this. There's no addition or subtraction. And this is like u and v. This is u and v. Now, with the derivative, dy dx will be, let's find the derivative of u. Let's find the derivative of u. Finding the derivative of u, as we've known before, is going to be 6x. So 6x, the derivative of u is going to be 6x. We're going to have 2 times 3, which will give us 6, and 2 minus 1 will give us x. But then we're going to multiply, let's find the derivative of v. The derivative of v will give us 2. The derivative of v will give us 2. Let's do it this way. Du dx will be 6x, as you can see. Now, dv dx will be 2. So what we now do, this is the first function and this is the second function. Now what we'll now do, we'll cross multiply this against this. So let's have this one, this will be multiplied against this, and this will be multiplied against this. So that what we are going to have, dy dx will be 2x plus 3 times 6x plus 3x raised to the power 2 times 2. This is going to be our answer, so that's, let's multiply through 2x times 6x, that will give us 12x squared. Now 3 times 6x will give us plus 18x. We'll continue with plus 3x squared times 2. That will give us 6x squared. Can we pull resources? Can we pull like terms? We have x squared here, and we have x squared. So that our answer will be 12x squared plus 6x squared will give us 18x squared plus 18x. So this is the answer to this question. This is the answer to this question as much as we can. Let's solve another one very quickly. Let's say example 2 here. Example 2, let me draw a line here, and let's look at one more example. And the example I have here is okay, y is equal to 10x raised to the power 4 raised to the power 3 plus 3x close bracket and open bracket x squared minus 1. So this is what we have. Now, as we did in the other time, let's find this is u and this is v. So let's find the u dx. The u dx, as we can see, is going to be, this is 3 times 10, that will be 30. This will be 30x raised to the power 2 plus 3. That will be du dx. Permit me to shift this a little. Here to become du dx will be 30x raised to the power 2 plus 3. That will be this. Now, dv dx will be 2x. So these 2 coming up here, coming down here, that will be 2x. Now what we do is to multiply. We cross multiply this to this, and then cross multiply this to this. So that our answer becomes dy dx will be, we'll have x squared, x raised to the power 2 minus 1 times 30x raised to the power 2 plus 3, close bracket, plus we'll have this times this. So this will be 10x raised to the power 3 plus 3x times 2x. So let's solve, let's see how far we can go with this. So this becomes x squared times 30x squared. That will give us 30x raised to the power 4. So that will be 30x, 2 plus 2 according to laws of indices becomes 4. Now this x squared times 3 will give us plus 3x raised to the power 2. Now minus 1 times 30x raised to the power 2 will give us minus 30x raised to the power 2, and minus 1 times 3 will give us minus 3. By continuing here, it will become 10x times 2x. You know, there's a 1 here, so this becomes 20x raised to the power 4. This 10x times 2, and then you have x raised to the power 3 plus, times x raised to the power 1 will give us x raised to the power 4, plus this 3x times 2x will give us 6x raised to the power 2. So that will be 6x raised to the power 2. Okay, so let's collect the like terms. We have 30x raised to the power 4 and 20x raised to the power 4. So this gives us 50x raised to the power 4. 50x raised to the power 4. What else can we pull together? Alright, we have plus 3x raised to the power 2 minus 30x raised to the power 2. That leaves us with minus 28x raised to the power 2. Minus 20x raised to the power 2 plus 6x raised to the power 2. That leaves us with minus 22 raised to the power 2. So that's minus 22x raised to the power 2. What are we left with? We're left with 3. So this becomes minus 3. So this is the answer to this question. I beg your pardon. Just you're seeing this. Please zoom this closer. Zoom this closer, please, so that you guys can see this very closely. So this is the answer to this question. 30x raised to the power 4 is what we did, and 20x raised to the power 4 becomes 50x raised to the power 4. Then we had plus 3x raised to the power 2 minus 30x raised to the power 2 leaves us with, leaves us with minus 27. This is plus 3x raised to the power 2 minus 30x raised to the power 2. That leaves us with minus 27. Minus 27 plus 6x raised to the power 2. That leaves us with minus 21. So this is minus 21. Minus 21x raised to the power 2 minus 3. We're left with minus 3 here. So this is the answer to this question. Very quickly, I'll do one more example with you before the close of this video. Let's look at one more example on this side. And the example I have is y is equal to x squared times x minus 5. Okay, it's an interesting one. X squared times x minus 5. As we've done, this is u, these are u, and this is v. Now this is just standing on its own. As I've always done, let's differentiate this and differentiate this, then we cross multiply. So du dx will be, to find the derivative of this will be 2x, as you've seen. Okay, then dv, with the second one, dx, will be, what will it be? To differentiate this will be, no, if we differentiate minus 5, that gives us what? That gives us 0. But if we differentiate x, we're left with 1. Because we have 1 on this side coming to this side, 1 times 1, then 1 minus 1 is 0. So x raised to the power 0 leaves us with 1, so we're left with 1. So what we now do, cross multiply this against this and this against this. So dy dx will be v times this. So this is x minus 5 times 2x plus u, this is x squared times 1. That's what we have as our what we have. So let's multiply x times 2x. That will give us 2x raised to the power 2. This is 1 here and this is 1 here. So if you add the power when you're multiplying according to the laws of indices, this leaves you with 2x raised to the power 2. Now we also have minus 5 times 2x. That leaves us with minus 10x, plus x squared times 1 leaves us with x raised to the power 2. So we can add this together and leave this one on its own. So this becomes 2x times plus x squared. 2x squared plus x squared, that leaves us with 3x squared. You know there's a 1 here, which we're not writing. That was 3x squared minus 10x. So this is the answer that we have. Some students, wherever you're watching, you may wonder, we're adding this and this power and this power. Why are we not adding this power and this power? This is addition, whereas this is multiplication. If you're multiplying according to the rules of indices, you are going to add the power. But if you are adding functions on their own, the powers remain the same. So this is the answer to this question. This is example 3. Let me leave you once again with some exercises. Please do this on your own and report your answer at the next available time. I want to hear your answer. I want to see your answer in the comment section of this video. Let me leave you with one exercise to deal with, and the exercise I have is y is equal to 4x raised to power 3 minus 3x plus 2 times 3x raised to power 2 minus x plus 1. So this is a question I have for you to deal with. Maybe another. Let me leave you with another one. Y is equal to 3x raised to power 2 minus 1 times 7x raised to power 4 minus 5x raised to power 3 minus 2. All right, please do this example and you can send the answer to me on the comment section, and we'll check out what you have. Thank you very much. Look at this video again, watch it again, and please like this video, share this video, and most especially subscribe to this channel. God bless you.